If you or your kids, your athletes struggle with just being mentally weak, the main thing that I would focus on is this. They have to learn to accept the facts of life. They have to learn to accept the way it is. And I remember when I was younger, I was on an all-star thing in high school years ago, and I was being pretty much just a baby about the weight cutting. And this coach pulled me aside, and he's like, you're going to Oklahoma State in like 2-3 months, right? Yep. Are you going to cut weight in college? Yep. Are you going to try to make world teams? Yep. Are you going to have to cut weight then? Yep. So weight cutting is going to be a part of your life probably for the next 12 years. Don't you think so, Nick? And I go, yeah. He goes, don't fight it. Just accept it. He's like, do you feel like crap? Sure you do. You feel terrible. I wrestled 112 pounds as a senior. My brother was bigger than me. We're twins. He's like 4 pounds bigger. So I was always the weight cutter, always. And it was very difficult. That guy changed my life because I learned to accept the way it is. Don't fight it. Now I think morning practices are stupid. And I'm not talking about 10 o'clock in the morning, okay? So don't bash me. You social media comment people. Yes, in the summer, if you want to have a practice at 10 o'clock in the morning, that's okay. I'm talking 5:30 a.m., 6 a.m., high school kids. I think it's stupid. The college coaches don't even do that anymore. The ones I know, they quit that a decade ago. Some of you are still doing it. It's kind of silly. But let's say you have a coach that makes you practice at 6 o'clock in the morning, and you're trying to function on 6 hours of sleep a night, which is probably the reason you suck by the time the state tournament comes, is because you're emotionally and physically worn out and you're sleep deprived. But that's a different rant. So anyway, if you have one of those coaches who wants you to only sleep 6 hours a night and practice at 6 o'clock in the morning, don't fight it. Just accept the way it is. Say, how can I make this work? Okay, I gotta go to bed at 9 o'clock. Okay, that means this, that means that. When you accept the way it is, you don't have an emotional reaction. But the way it is never going to change. Therefore, I need to change. I need to go to bed earlier. My mom's making me take AP classes. There's a bigger study load there, right? Okay. What can I do now? Don't fight the way it is. If she wants you to take advanced placement classes, you have to do it. Don't fight it. Adjust. But the most important thing is not having an emotional reaction. So I hunted in Canada years ago. I've been there a few times. These guys are so tough. I was in British Columbia, and they timber harvest, right? They cut these big, huge, massive pines or whatever. And these things have like an inch of ice on it because it's always raining and sleeting and snowing up there. And I chatted with this guy, and I'm like, God, these guys are so freaking tough. Are you kidding me? He's like, yeah, he's like, we grew up doing this, Nick. And he worked in that industry for a while, and he was younger. I'm like, how do you do it? He's like, we just get up in the morning and we get dressed and we walk outside and we do it. Like, it's like, dude, I was like, yeah, that's right. And that reminded me of this advice I got years ago. We just don't fight it. If you complained every day about the snow and you live in freaking British Columbia, I mean, your life is going to be miserable. So as an athlete, you can't complain about the way it is. Oh, I can't go hang out with my girlfriend. I can't go out, with my boyfriend. I can't hang out with my buddies. I can't party all summer. You shouldn't be doing that anyway. Maybe you have to miss some. You go to family reunion this summer, and you can't eat much because you have junior nationals coming up. That's fine. The way it is. Don't fight it. Don't fall apart mentally. Don't have a little breakdown. Just accept it. Don't fight the way it is. Don't have an emotional reaction. This is really the key, right? The key to being tough is not allowing yourself to get weak. And I think accepting the way things are is vitally important. So share this with your wrestlers. You can check us out at purlerwrestling.com. Everything you need for year-round training is there. Boys, girls, or online wrestling academy. If you don't have that, you're probably missing the boat. And we'd love to have you. Good luck.